Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, if you're just joining this channel, my name is Elijah, and today we're tackling a topic that a lot of professionals at some point face in their careers, which is career pivot. So whether you're stuck in your current job, or maybe you've just realized that your passion lies elsewhere. I mean, changing fields or maybe you want to change industry can be very daunting, but I mean, it's always rewarding. But you need to know exactly how to successfully pivot. So I was going to share some tips in this video on how you can do that successfully. So let's start. So the question is, why do people make career pivots? Because I mean, if you don't know why people do these things, you may also not know exactly whether it's even the right thing for you to do. So first reason, I mean, I've seen over time that why people make this career pivot is burnout. And that's real, right? Many professionals feel like they feel burnout in their current roles and they're just looking for something that can reignite their passion. Another thing is a new interest. So sometimes what you have studied in school or started out, maybe early in your life, does not really feel like it's aligned to what you are currently interested in today. Again, that's also another reason why people make career pivot. Another reason, which is like the third reason why people make career pivots, is industry shifts. And again, it's only smart people that understand how to study industry trends. So industry evolves. So some professionals can find that, okay, my skills are no longer in demand, and that would probably trigger them to change or switch industry or switch career. I mean, it's a very common thing, but I'm just trying to say that if you think about those three reasons I have mentioned, it can be the trigger point why you need to make a career pivot. So again, what is the next thing you need to do? You need to assess your current skills and find transferable strength. So before you make a career pivot, so it is important to take a stock. You need to assess the skills that you already have. I mean, chances are that you have a lot of transferable skills, and that's like generally normal, where you have transferable skills that can make you succeed in your next field. But what do? You need to identify them. So what are transferable skills? So these are skills that are relevant across industries. So if you're a good communicator, that is relevant across companies, across industries, across different, jobs. If you have like strong leadership traits, that's also another, transferable skills that you can carry along. Think about it: project management skills, project problem solving skills, data analysis. These are transferable skills, and you need to take a stock of them. I mean, so if you've worked in finance, for instance, you want to pivot to project management. I mean, you probably need like skills like budgeting. You need like forecasting, working under pressure. Finance is like a high pressure work. So I'm just saying that first thing you need to do is to make a list of the competencies that you currently have that are transferable to the next job you're trying to do. The second point that I need to make is that you need to research your new industry or your new field. It's very important, right? So making a successful career pivot requires rigorous research. You need to understand what is required in your new industry. So again, think about it. Is there demand for professionals in this new field that you're thinking about? Look into the job listings, look at the salary expectations, look at the market's growth to understand, whether this pivot even makes sense, in the long run. Another thing you need to think about as you are researching is about look at the skills and certifications required. So, I mean, you might need new certifications so that you can be relevant again in the new career you're pivoting to. Say, for instance, you're moving to HR or from HR to tech. All of these things require their specific certifications. all we're trying to do is that you need to understand what is the new skills I need to acquire to be able to succeed in my next industry of interest. So the third point I want to make here is that you need to network and have like insider information. So you're trying to make a career pivot, reach out to people that are already in the industry, check LinkedIn, network, look at the professional organizations, think about industry conferences you have attended, people that you can reach out to. What you need to do again is that before you can move to a new industry, you need to research. And research means you are looking at the job market, you're looking at the skills you require, you're looking at the network you can make. Another point I want to make is about upskilling. And you need to get education. I mean, that's like basic, right? So if you're making the next big move and you want the career pivot to be successful, you need to acquire new skills. And I've mentioned platforms like LinkedIn, Coursera before. These are courses that can teach you about the skills you need to move to the next job. I mean, take courses on SEO, like digital marketing, social media. If you want to become a social media manager, you can think about content marketing. All of these things are just giving you an idea of what are the upskilling that you need to do before you can move to the next career of interest. You can also do freelance or volunteering job. All what you're trying to do is to test your skills, making sure that your skills are solidified before you can move, fully into your next industry or make the next career pivot. The last one I want to talk about is updating your personal brand or your resume. So it's a very, last thing you need to do, but it's also very critical. You need to think about how do people in this industry write their resume? How do they do their branding? You need to reflect the fact that you understand some of the transferable skills that you need in this industry. You need to tailor your resume to feature all of those things, the new certifications you need, all the new courses or projects you've done, the freelancing work. Just saying that again, both your LinkedIn profile, your resume need to reflect the rebranding that you need to move into a new industry or into a new career. The last thing before we wrap it up again is patience and perseverance. Changing career is a marathon, not a sprint. In fact, it's the most difficult decision you're trying to make. You may face setback. You may feel like you are making a very big mistake. But then, if you're persistent, you can change your career successfully. So another point I need to make under this being patient and persistent is that understand what they call the learning curve. It is natural to feel like you are beginning again, you're trying to learn new things yet, but it's that's how new things are. Know that learning curve sets in. You learn things as you do it, and the learning happens gradually. So again, learn and know that it's gradual because you're learning a new thing. Stay open to opportunities. You will land your new job, your dream job, but then if you're trying to make career pivot, you have to know that it's a gradual move, and you learn the industry, you learn the sector, you learn the new job by doing it for few years before you become an expert. And in the process, you grow your network, build relationships, seek mentorship in this your new industry, because all of that, they're going to open that big opportunity for you. Yes. Okay, I've said a lot, but to conclude, I'm just saying that successfully pivoting to a career or to a new industry or a new job, it requires you to what? Take a stock, assess your transferable skills. You need to do that through research. You need to upskill, right? You need to upskill so that you can stay ahead of the skill you need to move into the next industry or the next job. Network with the professionals in that industry or in that field. It takes time. It takes persistence. It takes preparation. There is learning curve effect that comes with changing jobs or changing industry or moving to a new career. You need to know that all of these things will happen as you try to do this very difficult thing, which is pivoting your career. So that's all I want to share with you today. If you find it helpful, let me know in the comment section. share this content with others who probably will find it useful for their career pivot as well. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.